It's Duke and the Coach.
Saturdays, 10 a.m. on game day. Roar Lions, roar!
Are you ready for some football?
It's Duke and the Coach.
Starting lineup features Duke, owner of your Columbus Lions professional indoor football team, and head coach Jason Gibson.
It's fast, action-packed, high-scoring football played at the Columbus Civic Center, also known as the Jungle. It's fun, affordable family entertainment. Kids keep any ball they catch and love coming onto the field after every game to meet the players and cheerleaders.
Duke and the Coach are here to help you understand the game and why you need to come.
Roar, Lions, roar! Hi, I'm Duke Liberatore.
And I'm head coach Jason Gibson.
Welcome to the TV home of the Columbus Lions, the playoff-bound Columbus Lions. We're Duke and the Coach. Thanks for being with us today. Coach, I'm really excited. I know you are as well. We're going to talk about a lot of things today, some of which I'd like you to contribute to is what does this game mean to the organization, to the team this year, and to our fans? It's a playoff game. We want to win. You've made the playoffs 7 out of the 8 years you've been here. That's quite a record, and hopefully we can bring it home tonight in Nashville. We're playing the first-place team. Here's what I want to ask you, Coach. Okay, Nashville's only lost 2 games this year. Both times they lost to the Georgia Force, who we beat 3 times, right? We beat them 3 times?
Yeah.
Do they have a secret that we don't have?
I don't know, but I've been watching their film trying to figure it out. So, I mean, the last 2 games against Nashville came down. We had the ball at the end with a chance to win, and it just didn't go our way. So hopefully, we can turn that tide a little bit tonight. And
it should be an interesting matchup with their receivers and our DBs. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, that's iron meets iron. And so, we went out and signed the best DBs in the league, and they're going to have the best receivers in the league. So something's going to have to give. We got, 3 of the best DBs that, arguably in the league, and everybody knows it. And so we'll see what happens tonight, but defense wins championships. And in the end, when you look through history of championship games, that's usually what prevails.
Okay, I'm going to ask you in a little bit to go over to the whiteboard and draw up one of your favorite plays, the 23 or 24 plunge. We'll do that, okay. We'll also have a couple of guests on. We'll do our Jonathan Smart Good Hands Award. And Monday night is a big night. It's Saturday now, but in 2 days, win or lose, we're going to have the Fan Fest in the Jungle. Tell us a little bit about what goes on at Fan Fest, because I know our kids love it, the fans love it. Everybody has a good time at Fan Fest. What's it all about?
Well, we had just a chance to get the fans out on the field, let the kids run, basically get your kids on the field, especially for me. I got 2 little boys.
On the turf.
Get on the turf, let them run around for about 2 hours, take them home, put them to bed. So, but, all the players will be out there. They'll have games out there. Bouncy rooms. We'll have football drills set up, and it's all free, and they have such a great time. Dance teams out there. Our staff's out there. It's a chance to meet all the owners like yourself, all the coaches, and just ask questions and hang out. And it's hopefully, after tonight's victory, it's going to kick off championship week, which could be here in Columbus, or it could be in Trenton.
I'm glad you brought that up. I want to talk about how that's going to happen, because we can get a home playoff game. If we win, and in the other playoff game, Lehigh Valley wins, we will play the championship game right here in Columbus. That's fantastic. And we have all that coming up for you and more in just a couple of moments. Fan Fest on Monday night, but the big playoff game tonight in Nashville, so you'll want to roar the Lions on to victory. And we'll be right back after this word from our sponsors. Let's hear it one time, Coach. How's it go? Roar, Lions, roar!
Thank you, Lane Dermatology, for sponsoring the Lady Lions here on Duke and the Coach.
The next time you need overnight accommodations in Columbus, call the Wingate Hotel. Here you'll find newly remodeled rooms complete with HD televisions and a secure, high-speed wireless and wired internet connection. Near Bradley Park, the Wingate Hotel is convenient for shopping, dining, and entertainment. And after your busy day, we invite you to relax in our spa or saltwater pool. The Wingate Hotel also offers complimentary shuttle transportation to most local destinations. Luxurious, convenient, and affordable. Why stay anywhere else? The Wingate Hotel, Bradley Park, North Columbus.
Welcome back to Duke and the Coach, the home of your playoff-bound Columbus Lions, and it takes place tonight in Nashville, Tennessee. Roar them on to victory, and remember, we have a shot at a home game. All we can control is what we do tonight. We got to win this game, Coach, and let the chips fall where they may. I'm feeling good about it. How about you?
I feel great, and it's just a chance to get in. We talked about it in the locker room on Tuesday at practice to ask what Nashville's record was. And one of the guys jumped, hey, I know, it was 9-2. I said, 0-0, you're in the playoffs, it doesn't matter. And so it doesn't, none of it matters. And so it's going to be an exciting game tonight, but you want to play the best teams. And I think, personally, I think the winner of this game is going to win it, but that's just my opinion.
Well, it's win or go home
That's right.
tonight with the Columbus Lions in Nashville, Tennessee, taking on the Venom. Cheer them on to victory. I'll tell you what, let's go over and take a look at the board. I've asked you to draw up a play, and I know you're going to draw up a play that's a little different for this league because it emphasizes running as well as passing, although it has a pass option in it. So let's take a look at that. It's been real successful for us, and I see some suspicious activity over there at the board. Let's go check it out.
All right.
Well, look who we have here. Leo, great to see you. Boy, you must be excited. I see you're writing Lions playoffs on the board. It's an exciting day, isn't it? The Lions make it to the playoffs, the 7th time in the last 8 years, and we're going to cheer them on to victory tonight. Let's roar, Lions, roar. Thank you, Leo. Why don't we get Coach in here to draw up a play or two? All right, Leo.
Hey, dude.
Coach.
How you doing?
I'm
Good.
doing fantastic. Let's look at one of your favorite plays, Coach.
Yeah, definitely. We, I mean, obviously, Pogo's the one that we drew up the last time. Everybody loves it. But what this play is basically one of our best running plays. And I've never ran the ball before. We had John Gregory come in for training camp. And he drew this up and said he's been running this for 25 to 30 years. And I thought he was crazy, but obviously he's right. So the play is basically called plunge. It's a running play. But before I do that, what I want to talk about is make sure everybody understands this is our basic formation that we draw up on all the plays. So whenever I'm trying to mastermind schemes to score 100 points, this is what we draw up.
Okay.
Basically, it's the X with the square as the center. The 2 circles are the guards. We got the quarterback, your fullback, and then your 3 receivers. And whenever I do the squiggly line, that's the guy that gets to go in motion. So when you come to the games and you see a guy running forward, that's on our play sheets, that symbolizes who's supposed to go in motion.
Okay.
So that's the offensive side. The defensive side, obviously, N is for the nose guard. The E stands for the defensive ends. That's the MAC linebacker. For us, if you're watching in Columbus, that's Justin Rivers, number 21, and the Jack.
51.
51.
Yeah, 51.
Wow, you'll get mad at me. And number 8, Ryan Babb. So that's your basic formation. But what this is basically a running play that I think we've ran maybe 60 times this year, which is 59 more times than I ran at ball last year total. Plus when you have Kendrick Perry, number 24, that's a huge help.
Yeah, and you call it the plunge, right?
We call it plunge.
Okay.
It's basically called, well, if I really want to, it's actually 23 or 24 plunge. Depends on which way we go. So for this sake, we're going to go 23 plunge. And basically what it is, it's a 3-play option. So when we call it, you can either, it's a running play, it's a quarterback sweep, or it's a pass play, all in one. So I can actually cover 3 things.
All depends on the reaction of the defense?
It all depends on what the defense is going to do. Now, because we have number 24, which is Kendrick Perry, who's the best player in the league, 98% of the time it's a run.
Yeah.
But the main concept, the first thing is, off the snap of the ball, we're going to look, and all we're doing is trying to read what the defensive end's doing. That's the whole concept of the play. So at the snap of the ball, our guard blocks the end, our center blocks the nose, and what's going to happen is our play side guard is going to let the end go and go block him. So we've got a hat on a hat, hat on a hat, the guard on the end, and then the Z, which is our backside receiver. He comes in, and we call that a crack block. That's kind of fun for receivers because the linebacker doesn't see it coming. So that's the simple part of the play. What the quarterback does at the snap, on his first step to the play, he's looking at the end the whole time. The whole play, he's watching the defensive end. And it's real simple.
So depending on what he does will determine what the quarterback does
all
next.
the way. And you see this in college football nowadays too. And I honestly didn't think it was going to work in arena football. And it does. It works a lot. So we're reading the end the whole way, and it's real simple. And Kendrick, our fullback, is doing the exact same thing. His first step, he's looking at the end as well. So you got 2 players watching what this guy's doing. All right, that's step number 1. And the basic concept is this. If this end comes up the field at all, Kendrick sees it. Luke's putting the ball in his arms. He's getting it, and he's cutting it back, and there's your touchdown lane. And if you've been to our games, he's ran about 6 of those.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the easy concept of it. Now, if the end comes down the line to try to tackle Kendrick, then Luke pulls the ball out and he boots to the right. So that gets us to where we need to be. Now, off of that, what the receivers are doing, this is why receivers running a 5-yard out and the outside receivers running a go. Now, to keep the numbers so everybody understands what we're doing from a defensive standpoint, there's only one DB over here, and there's a corner. So Coach Gregory broke it down to me really simple. Once Luke gets to the corner, we've got 1, 2, 3 football players. How many they got?
And they got 2.
And they got 2. I'm pretty good at math.
Sounds like good numbers.
It's good numbers for us. And that's the basic concept. And so once Luke gets to the corner, he can run it, or if they fall off on the receivers, or if they jump Luke, then he can throw it. So it's a lot happens. The thing that's so difficult about this play is a lot happens in a 25-yard football field.
Yeah.
25 yards wide versus a 53.5-yard football field in outdoor football. When you see, all the teams like Auburn and Georgia and Florida and all these teams running the spread option, there's so much space. So it's a lot more difficult play in such a confined space with guys that are just as big.
So it seems like a simple play, but a lot really takes place in those few seconds. It seems like we can get our numbers, and it helps having number 24 at fullback to give you that strong run threat. And then Luke, of course, coming out here with the option to either run or throw to one of the receivers, depending on what the defense does. And it's been a real success for you. And we can look for that on the field. It's called the 23 or 24 plunge. Look for it on the field next time you're at an indoor or arena game. And thank you for breaking that down, Coach. Good job. We'll be right back. More to come after this word from our sponsors.
Do you have headaches, neck, and back pain? Is your body feeling stressed? Visit Dr. Michael Perez at Perez Chiropractic Center. Each patient from infant to adult is thoroughly screened and examined before adjustments. You will always experience healing and a friendly atmosphere at Perez Chiropractic Center. For Columbus's newest choice in chiropractic care, contact Perez Chiropractic, 706-596-7220, or visit us at 2263 Brookstone Center Parkway, PerezChiropracticCenter.com.
Welcome back to Duke and the Coach, the home of your playoff-bound Columbus Lions, and it takes place tonight against the Nashville Venom in Nashville. We want to roar our Lions on to victory, and I'll tell you what, stay posted to Facebook, keep an eye on the game and the score. If you don't hear the results, check in with us Monday night at Fan Fest. Bring the kids out. All kinds of activities for the kids in the jungle, on the turf, with the players, with the coaches, with the owners. We'll be having a blast. We want you to be part of it. And then you'll be able to find out if we have a playoff game at home next week or on the road next week, or if we don't have a playoff game at all. But we'll keep you posted. Thanks for tuning in today. And in this segment, we usually interview a player, but we have somebody on the set with us today who's even more than that. Here's a guy that has done so much for this organization, and we want to share it with you and show Alan a little appreciation. We like to call him Slash because he's equipment manager / coach / everything else. He's a guy that's done everything. Alan, welcome to the show. It's great to have you with us. Alan
Thank you,
Meeks,
Duke.
welcome. You look a little bit more organized than when I usually see you on game day, where you're kind of going crazy with doing a million things. Tell us about your experience on game day. Typically, what's a game day like for you?
It starts early. I get up early and head to the arena. First thing I got to do is set the locker room up for the players to come in, and I have their jerseys, their pants, their belts, everything's in their locker for them, their helmets, shoulder pads. All they got to do is dress out and be ready for the game. I take care of everything.
I need somebody like you around my house, man, to help me get ready in the morning. That'd be great.
My wife wants that too.
Well, I got to give some thanks to your wife too. She works for the organization as well. She helps man the merchandise booths, helps oversee the merchandise with you yourself. So thank you and your family for all the support and all the things you've done over the years for the Columbus Lions.
I appreciate it. We thank you.
Yeah, he does. He does that. Things that people don't see is the Saturday he's in there in the morning setting everything up. And then he's there during the week breaking down game film. I'm saying, hey, I want to know how many times the quarterback throws to his right in the second quarter when they're down by 10, just whatever, things like that. Yeah. He's breaking all that stuff down from a coaching standpoint, and he's fielding phone calls from players. Hey, Alan, come pick me up. Hey, Alan, I need gloves from Dick's Sporting Goods. Hey, Alan, do you have an extra pot? And it's one thing after another that he deals with, and he takes a lot of stuff off me. So he's probably the MVP of the team so far.
Yeah. Well, Alan, tell us how you got to where you are in terms of, you started out as a Lions fan, right?
Yeah, I was a season ticket holder in 2006. I had moved to Columbus in 2005 and married my wife. And she actually introduced me to the game and took me to a game. And from then on, I was hooked, and we bought season tickets ever since. And after 2010, they had a program called the Ninth Man. Coach gave me the opportunity to play at 47 years old, as long as I could pass a physical. And of course, you know, I did do that. But I played in 2010 against Albany, and I had a great time. And ever since then, I've been hooked up with Jason and the Lions. And we fed the team at first, and we bring them pre-meal and stuff. And then we went on the road with them a few times. Then, like I said, Jason offered me to help out, and so I did, and that's where I am today. I've just been gradually moving up.
So he kind of tricked me a little, because he said, hey, let me do some things for you to take it off your plate, because I used to do a lot of that stuff, and now it's to the point that he's made me so hands off that I don't think I remember how to do any of that stuff. So now we have to keep him.
Oh, good. I like that. You like that. Hey, I don't know how to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So, Alan, you put the uniform on, you played in the game, and you lived to tell about it. That's fantastic.
Had a blast. Had a blast.
Alan, thank you for everything you do. Thank you to Teresa. Thank you to everybody that you're involved with helping the organization. I know you do quite a bit. I wanted our fans to get to put a face with the name and to show a little thanks to you. You do a great job, and we're happy to have you around.
Well, I appreciate it, and I love to be a Lion.
That's great. All right. Well, so we're going to be right back after this word from our sponsors. Can we get a Lions roar here?
Always.
How about it? Roar, Lions, roar!
Since 1987, Georgia Bariatrics has been #1 for weight loss. You and I have seen countless weight loss centers open, promise miracles, and then close. The only thing you lose is your hard-earned dollar. At Georgia Bariatrics, our goal is to help you reach yours. So when you're ready for a safe, effective, medically supervised, and healthy weight loss with proven results and free maintenance doctor visits, come see me. Georgia Bariatrics has been here for over 25 years, and Lord willing, I'll be here another 25. I'm waiting for you.
You know, as the moments tick away, fans, I can feel the excitement building. Playoff game tonight with your playoff-bound Columbus Lions in Nashville, Tennessee against the Venom. Now, it's the Lions against the Venom. The Venom's mascot is a snake.
Right.
And I